Hi, I am Curtis Casella, and I am a co-creator of Paperboys, and I wrote and co-directed this episode.
And I'm Kyle Cabral, and I am also the co-creator and co-director, and I play Cole as well.
This was our first episode after we released the first two episodes, and I really wanted to do something that was kind of like exciting. So we have the music kind of build up at the very beginning and over black, and then cut to these close-ups, which I really like the way that we started this episode.
Yeah, it has a very fresh feeling of movement to it.
And I love the look of this scene, the bright blown out windows. Oh God, that paper airplane took forever.
We made so many paper airplanes,
and we missed
drew it so many times.
I'm actually amazed that we actually that was perfect.
Well, the way we did it was there's the staircase winding up right outside.
So we threw it through the window.
So we had our PA outside the staircase throwing it through the window, and it just worked.
And I love this music, which Mitchell Collins composed, and we got a bunch of B-roll that Dan Chen shot.
Again,
I love this shot.
Beautiful B-roll.
This is at the Mission and 16th station. That endless escalator that I've gone on too many times.
Hey, Marissa. Yeah, I emailed that to you before I left. No, I can't come in tomorrow.
We're walking
Take care
around the
of it when I get
city,
home.
taking these shots.
Tomorrow? My engagement party. No,
And he has
can't
the
come in
Lego
after
set
that.
with him.
Yeah. We actually cut
Because
this
that
scene
would be the
down
end
pretty
of the
considerably
engagement.
because we needed, it's a long episode. Well, at least it was the longest episode up until
joke.
episode 6. And this is one of my favorite
Oh,
scenes.
yeah, this is so funny.
Yeah.
When we were rehearsing this scene, everyone kept breaking.
Yeah.
I was worried I was going to have to hide in the corner because I was going to laugh so much at this. I love this.
What's going on?
I guess we're supposed to, yeah.
Something is definitely going on.
I think this is when Charlie's character like really,
Shines through.
yeah. And Sarah Elizabeth, who's the actress that plays Charlie, is just fantastic in this.
Yeah, we literally we gave her free reign to like just be as emotive and funny as she could.
Yeah. And then our reference to Death Note.
Yes.
Tell you this, but I'm him. He's me. The world is magical.
And I love Nathan's reactions.
What did Charlie give you?
And she's caught.
Well, Pa. But look at Cole's sketchbook.
So we actually wrote this episode after we filmed the first. We wrote basically.
Yeah.
We wrote the first probably like 6 episodes all at once, and then after we released the first 2 episodes, we decided we were going to change a bunch of story beats, and we wrote this 3rd episode to make those changes. So we also noticed that people were really reacting to the relationship between Cole and Daren.
Yeah.
And we wanted to do a little bit of fan service without violating our story. And I love this music here. This is again Mitchell Collins. This is like one of my favorite tracks. This is the magic theme.
Her faces are just so great.
And Cole is a very fast sketcher.
Well, in the show, in real life, it took me forever to draw these sketches.
And I love her face in this.
Yeah, we really wanted to play with all the gay fanboys' expectations of Daren and Cole.
And still be true to Cole. Like I like that Cole leans away because he doesn't want to kiss Daren.
Yeah, it's like his brother. It's weird.
Yeah.
He's a really hot brother, but it's weird.
And then we have this picture again. We got to remind people what happened before. And the giraffe in the background.
Maybe draw the bottle shattered on the rim.
Oh, there's the giraffe. Yes.
There's the giraffe. And that's the same wine bottle that we had in the first 2 episodes. We actually like created our own label.
Are you going to Max's party tonight?
And what I like about this episode too is Cole has realized he has this power. You know, it's after what happened in the second episode, and so they're really experimenting and trying a lot of different things, which is what he's doing in the first scene.
Well, we decided to have somebody in on the secret earlier than we originally planned.
That's what we did with the third episode.
Yeah, we kind of switched that around. We wanted to make Charlie in on it. Otherwise, it just would have slowed down the story too much.
Exactly. And then we brought Daren in on it too, because we felt like this was something that he could, and that's the Zulu. That's what Charlie said was going to be what she got from the Zulu family.
But there's a price tag on it. Okay, so this isn't always consistent in every episode, but I had an idea for each of the characters to have their own color designated to them. It shows up in this episode. Rebecca's supposed to be purple, Charlie's yellow, Daren's orange, and Cole is blue.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, Nathan doesn't look very good in orange all the time, but we got this orange shirt.
This scene took so long to film.
Oh, yes.
And so long to block out because we have so many little things that have to happen. So when you have 4 characters, the blocking isn't just 4 times as difficult, it's like 16 times as difficult.
Yeah, well, we also, when we did rehearsals for this scene, we rehearsed at your mom's house, which had a very different layout from here, so
we couldn't kick my cousin out.
When we got on set, we had to throw all the blocking out the window and start fresh.
And then we have a kiss.
The touching of the lips.
And I love this shot too. Dan stands up with everybody, so we get kind of a crane shot. And Daren finally believes that Cole actually has this power. And I don't love this, but Rebecca's like the only one who's not in on the joke. And again, she's not in on a lot of things in this episode, in this first season.
Well, now that you mention it, I kind of feel like it's appropriate because she's always so on top of her own game that having her be a little bit ignorant in some aspects, it gives her a little bit more dimension. She's not always she's not intrusive.
We had a scene at the end of this where Charlie dips the bread into the olive oil at the end of after everybody leaves, but we ended up cutting that out for time. This is in the Castro, and this is in the Sunset.
Oh God, it was so hectic trying to shoot.
And then we filmed this at, I want to say, midnight or 10 p.m.
Oh gosh, the shoot went till 3 a.m. I think.
Yeah. We originally shot this these 2 different, so that quinoa joke was actually ad-libbed. It wasn't in the script.
Yeah.
I really like that joke too. I don't know who came up with it. We originally shot everything with Cole and this whole shot was all done in one shot, and then everything with Rebecca was done in one shot. But we had to cross-cut between them, so unfortunately we don't get to...
I don't think I can draw that.
And as with everything else, we had to figure out the blocking and the rehearsing
when we got to the
night
store.
of.
And normally we would spend probably about 5 or 6 hours on such a hefty scene as this, but we only had, I think, 4 hours. I love this. He was one of our PAs.
Yeah.
And the whole idea behind this was Daren kind of wants to experiment. He's the he's got the scientific mind to Cole's kind of the man of science to Cole's man of faith.
Yeah. Man of magic.
Yeah.
You know? Okay, well.
The John Locke to what's the lost character that was the man of science to Shepard.
Yeah.
Oh, this is my favorite.
Shepard.
Yeah.
It's gonna be good for any of us if it actually happens.
So we got Cole drawing the dinosaur, and
there's Curtis's cameo.
I could not stop laughing.
Well, the first time we shot this, actually, Dan himself, the first take we did, Dan just burst out laughing and the camera was shaking. He just, I think that's the only time he broke, too.
Yeah. I love that look when we decided, the guy in the dinosaur was going to look at them like, you guys are freaks.
Yeah.
Why are you standing there? And the thing that I really like about this, too, is, it's great, a man in a dinosaur costume, but it's actually not that out of the ordinary for San Francisco.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, well, I wouldn't go that far.
And I actually like how we ended up choreographing the whole thing of us separating apart, then coming back in, and us walking into frame at certain times when we were saying certain lines. Like, it was a true dance.
Yeah.
And a
Because
true,
you also have the camera, the camera has to be a part of that too.
Yeah.
I'm not nervous.
And then I think this is a really pivotal scene because Daren is so caught up in this that he finally, and we introduce our last major character in this scene.
Yeah.
Daren is so caught up in this magic thing that he finally overhears, he hears how much this marriage means to Rebecca and how kind of cruel it is what he's doing.
Mm-hmm.
And Cole sees a hot guy and is trying to make some magic happen.
Oh gosh, there was so much contention over how this cereal box would fall. I remember that was like a big area of conflict for us. Where it was like, I didn't think it felt natural, and you were like, we just have to do it. And I was like, it doesn't feel natural. But it worked out in the end.
I like it. We had someone standing behind there with a broom.
No, these are not lines.
And this is a lot of cross-cutting.
Yeah, there's a
I love
lot
this line.
happening.
Thanks. That was
I love that line.
I know it sounds happy.
Yeah, we
This
cut
is
out.
giving me some serious Wong Kar-wai vibes with like the shooting
Yeah,
through
the-
like in just a grocery store, like shooting with a lot of like depth of-
foreground and background,
Yeah.
and yeah, I like that. Cole doesn't really know what to do now. Got our shirtlessness.
Yes, I am undressing once again.
Yeah.
This time at the end of an episode.
Yeah. And so I think the important thing that we had to get across was at first Daren doesn't know how to deal with this. He keeps putting it off, and then when he hears how much the marriage means to Rebecca, he's like, "There's the underwear shot." He's like, I have to deal with this. And he wasn't going to go to this party with Cole, but now he's like, this is my only chance to actually figure out what I'm going to do.
Mm-hmm.
To figure out what to say to Rebecca.
Yep.
And I can't do that with her here.
And I love the way Dan suggested there was this mirror, and Dan suggested we shoot this through the mirror.
The engagement party is tomorrow.
I love the way it feels.
But
Yeah, just give us more options
can't
to
go
shoot
through
it
with
because the room is so small.
And then this scene is actually, I think, one of my favorite scenes. It was one of my favorite scenes to write. When I originally wrote it, I was like, I don't know if anybody's gonna go for this, because there's a lot of. They're talking about Legos in this scene.
remember when we
Mhm,
used to
mhm.
get those Lego sets?
But we tried to put a lot of ourselves in these scenes,
Yeah.
in these characters, and
Yeah, I don't think we kept that together long.
because I think that makes us feel like it makes it feel more honest.
But then in high school,
It makes
like,
it feel
the
more
Star
lived
Wars
into
Lego sets,
Yeah.
because
we
like
glued
they're
those
calling
together
back to
because
things in their
we didn't want
like
them to fall
way
apart.
far back in their past
Yeah,
that they just easily connect
You grow
upon, and
up
it's just like
and you
yeah,
glue the
they're best
pieces
friends. They've
together
known each other
because they're not meant
forever.
for playing anymore. That's what's next.
You're describing the plot of the Lego movie.
I am alright.
and I love this scene too. Like we.
So you're not ready to glue everything
It's so clear that Daren is disappointed that Cole's just not getting what he's trying to say.
Mm-hmm. I remember shooting this. I was just so concerned about
It'd be so much easier if I could just
how
put
dark
them
it was in the
wherever I want.
car.
Yeah.
But it kind of turned out really well. It works.
And me and our sound guy were in the very back. So you can't see us. We're hiding down behind these seats listening to everything. And I actually think all the shots that we did with Cole, Daren was gone because he had to fly out.
I was talking to our sound guy. I was
Yeah.
saying my lines to the sound guy.
And then we got some more another montage at the end, which I really like this music that Mitchell composed. The temp track that we used for this, I found on a Boeing video. I
Oh,
was
really?
randomly watching a Boeing video on YouTube, and there's
That's
our AD.
Yep. Lauren, woo.
And I just love the way that ends.
She owns comics and coffee.
Yeah, in
comics?
Sacramento.
Oblivion comics and coffee in Sacramento. Go check her out. Shout out to Lauren.
That I think is one of my favorite episodes, and I think part of the reason why is because there was so much that we were able to accomplish in that episode.
That one really moved things along. Really
Yeah.
quickly,
We I really liked the way that we plotted it. Like we have that initial scene where and this is our post Kickstarter episode. So we have our our Kickstarter producers there, and a lot of people to thank. But I think that we really amped up what the stakes are for all of these characters in that episode, which I was really happy about. And then finally we get to where we've kind of been building up since the second episode, which is the party scene.
Yeah. So
And
stay
that's
tuned
in
for
the
the
fourth
party.
episode.
Yeah, keep watching. More commentary to come.
All right.